Okay, so in order to replace the laptop screen, you will need your old laptop and a couple of tools. That is a PH000 screwdriver, this one. Then you will need a card to open up the screen. I am using this card, but it would be better if you have your old debit card, credit card, Metro card, etc. You can use that. You will need two prying tools to pry open the cover, the plastic one, and then you will also need a tweezer. Okay, so let's get started. So before opening up the screen, what I'll do first is that I'm going to open up the back panel, because first of all we need to disconnect the battery. So here is my laptop, and let me open this up quickly. And I'm keeping them aside. So over here I'm using the prying tool, and you can see. So okay, I need to use both of them over here. So you have to gently open the back panel. This is the service panel. So once this is opened, I need to open the other screws to open the entire back enclosure. So here are the other ones. And you can see all the screws are of different lengths, so you have to keep them sorted so that you know which screw will go where. So these were the bigger ones, whereas the corner ones are smaller, as you can see over here. So I am sorting them accordingly, and then you will have a screw over here hidden near the extra RAM slot. So this you need to take out. And you will have a screw near the SSD and HDD slot as well, one screw, and one you will have near the SSD over here at the bottom. Then let's quickly open the other ones. Okay, this side has no more screws, so 4 at the top that we need to get rid of. Okay, so this one is exceptionally tight, I don't know why. Okay, this is done. Okay, so all the screws are out, and then finally I need to disconnect my hard disk. If you do not have a hard disk, then that's good, but since I have one, so I have to just pull this flap, and see, this has been disconnected. And I need to remove this cable from here so that I can open this back panel. So see, the cable is now finally out from here, and now I can slowly start prying open the panel. So let me start from the corners, and yes, I got a point over here. Okay. And now you have to just gently keep moving this tool until unless all the clips are opening, and make sure do not break any clips, because yeah, you won't want some broken clips in your laptop, right? Okay, so it is done on this side. Now for the next side, so you can see how it is opening. And see, this panel is out, and let me keep this aside. Okay, so here you can see the battery clip, and we have to just gently disconnect it. So you can use the screwdriver and just pull at these tabs over here, the 2 tabs, one by one. And let me use my hands only, because yeah, this is a bit stuck. And yes, see, these tabs came out and the battery is now disconnected from the system. So now I can flip it over and open up the front. Okay, so to carefully flip it over so that nothing is broken. So I'm flipping this out, and yeah, this is done. You have to make sure that you do not damage the battery. Okay, and over here, let me show you from this side now. Okay, so now here you can see here there are 2 screws, one at this end and one at the other end over here. Okay, and here you will also find some flaps, okay, to cover this screw. So you need the tweezers. So where is my tweezer? Here it is. So see, here I do not have those flaps because I lost them. So I have opened this laptop a couple of times before as well. So see, here you have to just tap from this tweezer from one end to remove them. They are basically stuck by a bit of glue and a bit of magnetic there also, so you'll be able to remove them easily. So once that is done, you just need to take your screwdriver and open both the ends. So here I do not have any screw because, as I told you, I lost it. So the other is over here. So I just need to carefully open these. And you can see this screw came out, and this is very small, so keep this aside and don't lose it like me. Now we need to just pry this open again with this prying tool, and do this carefully because it may sometimes break some of the clips. Okay, this side is done. Time for the next side. Okay, both sides are done, and now here you need to be a bit careful and remove these because these over here are blocking this. Okay, and as I have opened this many times, the glue over here is very weak now, so I can easily remove this. But for you, if you are doing it for the first time, here you will have very strong glue, so you just need to insert a card over here and then swipe it through it, okay, to tear open the glue. See, like this. Okay, so here it is again stuck. Okay, yes, so here it is open. So now I have to just carefully remove these flaps from here. So for that I will just lift the laptop and edge it a bit, and then I'll try to just get rid of the flaps. Okay, so now you can see this flap has been removed, and I was unable to show you the entire process on camera because these were stuck over here in my case. Here you can see this is like a hook. Okay, so you can see this is like a hook over here. You just need to, like, this will attach like this. You just need to pull it forward and then unhook it and then open it. Okay, So once this is also open, I'm keeping this aside, and now here you can see you will have 4 screws. Okay, so here is the first one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. Okay, so let me open them one by one. So apparently for opening those screws you will need a PH00 screwdriver instead of PH000. Okay, so let me just remove this and add this one. And yes, now I am able to remove them. Okay, where did it fall? Got it. So do keep in mind to not lose these screws, okay, because it might be difficult to get them back afterwards. And now the final one. So once I have opened all the 4 screws, I can just pull the screen off and it will say come off easily. Okay. Okay. I think I opened a different screw. Here is not the screw is this one. Okay, so you need to open this screw. And let me fit this screw back. Okay, so this is for the entire screen cover, so don't open that is the frame screw. Okay, so let me just fix it back. Yeah, this is fixed. So now see, the screen came off, and here I have the connector, so I just need to remove off this tape from the connector. And there is yet another tape over here, so just remove off all the tapes from it and then pull it off. Okay, so pull off this connector from here, and now I can remove the screen. So here is our new screen, and let me unbox it now. Okay, so this is my new screen, and you can see this is very glossy, whereas the other one was matte, right? So this is a glossy one, as this is an IPS panel. Okay, so let me just install this now quickly. So I just need to match this connector. And plug it in. And then we need to secure this with a piece of tape. So you can use a new tape if you have, or you can use the previous tape only to just tear it off and secure it over here. Okay, so this is done. Now we need to fix it over here, and yes, this is fixed. And let me tighten up some screws and then first test this. Okay, Okay, so I have loosely tightened up these screws, and now let me just test this once. So for that I'll first flip this over and connect the battery. So for connecting the battery, let me just show you from here only. So here I had the battery connector. I will just insert it into this and then secure this in place. Okay, so the battery is connected and rest other things are looking fine. So what I'll do is I'll simply place this cover on top for now. Okay, and see, I am not connecting this wire right now, okay, because my Windows is on my SSD, which is already connected to this laptop. Okay, so I'm just not connecting this hard disk right now. Okay, but if your Windows is on hard disk, then you need to first connect this one and then test it. Okay, so let me just place it like this, and I will just add some screws. Let me add the top two ones so that we can test it. Okay, because anyways we will need to remove this cover again so that we can install the front panel of the screen. So now let's keep this like this only, and let me start this. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, the laptop has lighted up. Let's wait for signal on the screen. Okay, so you can see the screen booted up finally, and let me just launch it once. So you can see the screen is working perfectly fine, although this is a glossy one, whereas the earlier one was matte black. Okay, so this is on, and here you can see my screen is working perfectly fine, no issues at all. So let me go to settings and find display over here, display settings. So you can see the resolution Full HD 1920 into 1080. That's the maximum that this screen can go up to. And under advanced display, you can see this is an 8-bit RGB panel with 120 Hz. So now this screen is at 120 Hz, as you can see. So here I have two options, 60 Hz and 120 Hz. So see, this is at 60. Check this out, check the mouse, and now this is at 120. So yes, now I got my screen at 120 Hertz. Okay, now let me shut this down. Okay, now time for attaching the rest of the components. So first of all, the screen. So I'll attach the rest of the two screws over here. Okay, just a minute. This. Okay, so now I need to remove the back panel first so that I can install the front plastic plate. So let me close this. And again we'll go to the back. And okay. Okay, I'll again need to pry this open. Okay, the panel is open now. So now let me carefully flip this back. And now let me show you how to install the front plastic plate. Okay, so once I open this like this, I'll take my front plastic slab and see this part. You can see over here this hook. I'll just slide it into here gently. Okay, you see this snapped into place, and now this I'll just fix it from the top. This snapped into place, and once these two are there, now I just need to snap the rest of the piece into place. And by the way, if you want, you can also remove that plastic that is over on this display, but I am not removing it right now because I want to search for some protective film for my laptop. After that, I'll remove that plastic. Okay, so this is secured firmly into place. Now for the time for the screw. So again, I'll switch to PH000 screwdriver, and I'll fix this over here, and then carefully install it in its place. So this has been installed. And you can see there is a little bit of gap over here. That is because there is no glue on this screen. But if you do not want that gap, you can simply use a two-sided tape before attaching this plate. But the downside of that would be that in future you would again have difficulty in removing this panel. So I am not using that. It is better in this way only. Though there is a bit of gap, that is acceptable for me. So that was all on this side. Now let us close this and fix the back plate. So we'll first place this back panel in its place and snap it into place. Now let me just rewire my hard disk first. Okay, so this has been snapped into place, and make sure to do this gently because you do not want to damage any of the pins, right? Now once this is done, I will again firmly tap on this to ensure that it is fixed from all the sides. And now let us just add the screws. So now the two short ones on the other corner. And then one more long one is for this side. Now these three short ones on these ends, the hidden screws. So first one will go, okay, first let me put it inside my screwdriver, and then this will fall into place. Now the second one was from here. You can see if I align this plate, this hole is for this plate. So the third one was from here, near this wiring of hard disk. And two more are left from the bottom side. And now I'll finally fix this plate. So first the right end, and then I'll just snap this into place, and the final screw will go over here. And this is done. So let me boot this once again for the final time to show you. And as you can see, this is working fine.